Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode here in the Survival Heights Season 2 Amplified Hardcore Single Player Survival World. And as you'll see at the beginning of today's episode, there are lots and lots and lots of updates around this area. Lots of things that I have done since the previous one. You can probably already tell by the day count anyways. Yeah, we've been doing some work. So just to kind of show off what I've been doing, so I moved this area where there's supposed to be a castle at some point in the future. I moved this tower over where the entrance, or the staircase entrance, to our storage room is. So you can see some of the things down here. We have our shulker box unloaded right here that's kind of covered up at this point. I made this little pathway down here that goes down to the first floor, which we've been working on the flooring of the first floor as well. I added in some more lighting because honestly, wasn't really lit up to the level that I wanted, so I wanted to make sure it was plenty lit up over here. Over in this corner, I've been talking about for a long time that I've been wanting to put in a little room, a little lookout area where we can look out, especially over at the ocean monument that's over there, but also at the mountains and whatnot. So I put this in, and I think it looks pretty good just from a little fly around. I try to sort of integrate it into the side here, and I think it turned out pretty well. You know, could have been a little bit better, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, and there's daylight sensors on here too. These lights will turn on whenever it gets nighttime. I've been putting in small details here and there, filling up some of the storage as well. You may see some of that here and there. But if we head over this way, we can head down to the second level. Got this little staircase that heads down. There's some portions that you'll be able to see that I kind of had to try to integrate together that didn't go so smooth, but I think it's all turned out pretty well. So over here, we have ourselves the second floor. Then all the way at this edge, we have another staircase down that heads down to the bottom floor. Like I said, same pattern for all the flooring. I've been taking care of all the shulker boxes that are here as well. Essentially what I did here is I had a whole bunch of shulker boxes of things that need to get sorted, and I have been sorting those on the bottom level. So all kinds of things, food items, plants. We got ourselves some wood items. We got glass down here, nether items, wool items. I've been trying to add signs as I've been going along. The idea for this bottom layer, of course, if you guys remember from previous episodes, all of these individual things have to be filled in order for this sorting system on the bottom to work properly. So that's the goal there. We're slowly making progress. Oh, and if you see that target block, don't worry about it. That's just me trying to get the advancement that has to do with target blocks. Haven't been successful so far. If I could try to get my bow right now, yeah, we're probably not going to be successful, but I keep trying. Of course, though, in the previous episode, we fly over to here. This is what we had finished up last time, which was all of the farms in the farming hallway here that feeds directly into our storage system. Now, I will say I did run into a problem with some of these farms over here. The way I had set up the collection system all the way in that bottom left-hand corner did not work out. It had like an infinite loop almost, which did not work out particularly well. I came by here in one of the streams, and I saw that all the minecarts were stopped. And they were stopped for a long time, so I knew that there was definitely a problem then. But as you can see, there's really not any items floating currently. I mean, there's a few sitting there right now, just until the minecart comes back. But yeah, it's coming along, and this has been really useful. I actually want to go over here and show you what all the materials we've gotten from this thus far. So the sugarcane's already on the second column here, but I've also done some little bit of melon gathering and condensing, and yeah, that's a lot of melons. We've already filled up 2 full double chests of melons, plus another half double chest here as well, and that keeps really filling in. And the pumpkins, we have almost 2 full double chests of those as well. So super efficient farms, and I don't know what we're going to use all these melons and pumpkins for, or even the cactus, or I guess the sugar cane will be for rockets, but I'm sure we'll find uses for them down the road. Anyways, as I run up here and try to go to sleep, today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We are going to be starting a project today. As always, I feel like in these episodes we are constantly starting projects, but we are starting a project today that has been well overdue. I should have done this maybe a year and a half ago, and that is over in the Nether. There is a special farm that we have yet to make. And yep, you called it. It's a wither skeleton farm. I've already gone ahead and slabbed up the whole nether fortress here that we're going to be using. These are the coordinates of where we are going to be building it in the world. It's actually in a basalt delta, as you can tell by the particles, but it's mostly over lava. So that's going to help us a lot, because the main reason I'm even doing this, one, outside of, with the skeleton farm, with all kinds of wither skulls that we're going to desperately need for beacons and whatnot moving forward. But the second reason is that I've never done a perimeter, ever. And I think the best place to do this is going to be for the farm that we really need, and that is for the nether. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fun project. We're gonna have to dig out all that kind of stuff. But to kick off the project, I'm going to be building the wither skeleton farm first, and it's gonna do blazes probably as well. Just so that once we start building the perimeter, if we did the perimeter first and then try to do this, we might have a harder time with mobs spawning in this area rather than if we do this first and then do the perimeter. So that's what I'm going to try to go with. I picked this little intersection right here as kind of our central portion, I guess our central point, just because it covered the most amount of lava space. And so in theory, there should be less to dig out than if I picked another location, another crossroads area around here. But yeah, this should be fun. I'm excited. I haven't actually built a wither skeleton farm in a long time. I want to say the last one was probably in the survival experience. Could have been Fire's Frontier. Definitely haven't built this in hardcore before. So this should be a really fun project, and I'm really excited to get started on it. So without further ado, folks, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let's build ourselves a wither skeleton farm. So before we go any further, I should preface this by saying that, yeah, no, we didn't build a wither skeleton farm. It's been a whole 6 months and I haven't built a wither skeleton farm. What are you doing, Whitefire? What are you doing? I know, folks, I'm a failure. It's okay though. We've done a bunch of other things. You can already tell by the day count. We've done a whole bunch of things since the previous clip, and could also tell by what I said, it's been 6 whole months. Don't really have a good excuse there. Just to preface this, I'm not going to go into all of it, but essentially 6 months ago I got a puppy and then my life changed. So a bunch of other things have happened since then. I always keep putting this off, putting it off. Oh, I need to record an update. Oh, I need to do something. And then I keep putting it off. And so today I finally said, you know what? This is long overdue. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to wrap up today's episode. I know it's going to be a short one, but I'm going to wrap up today's episode with... yeah, just a little bit of tour of what we've been doing. You can already tell based off of here that I've done a little bit of work, even on top of the mountaintop here. And the big thing here is that we've got ourselves some hidden lighting now. The pumpkin farm has been producing a lot of pumpkins, and so I made jack-o'-lanterns out of those. It's probably my easiest light source, and we're doing some hidden lighting. So these are some moss carpets on top of pumpkins, or the jack-o'-lanterns, and I think it turns out pretty well. We haven't done anything really inside of the storage area at all. I know I said something at the very beginning of today's episode about that, but we haven't done anything since that time. Mainly just been putting things away, kind of organizing some things here and there, but nothing too major there. And now for the behemoth of all updates. You can kind of see it over here, folks. If you look closely enough, you might be able to tell that there's a lot more houses here now since the last time. Basically, all I've been doing the last 100 or 200 days in the world is basically just building a village, building a bunch more houses on top of it. So, oh, and I've done some other things as well, but we'll go through those. So, I don't remember exactly all of the different houses that I've built. I have done some hidden lighting as well. As you can tell, I've been trying to get rid of as many torches as I can. Been building houses here. This one's probably new. That whole section back there is new. All the houses up here are new. I think there's a couple over there that are new. Yeah, you'll just see new houses pop up here and there. They're the same exact style, just different variations. But the other thing I've done as well, other than adding in some pathways and some staircases and whatnot, is I've been building these tunnels as well. We carved out these tunnels at some point. Actually, I've only carved this one out pretty recently, but we did carve out these tunnels at some point, and I wanted to make sure that we did them justice, and we put the brick and the granite and all the good things that we typically put in our tunnels in this village in here. So that's what I've been doing with these tunnels. You can see the leaves, you can see the hay bales. It's just a pretty typical tunnel for this village. So walk through here. I kind of did interiors. Oh, that's the other thing I did as well. If we can find a house that I did, probably not one of these. I've been flooring all of them. I've been putting lights in them just to make sure no mobs spawn in there. We should somewhere along here though. May not be up. Maybe it is up here. Maybe it's not up here. I don't know. We kind of been putting in some staircases here or there with some beds and whatnot. I haven't done that in a little while now, but we did do that a little bit just so that some of these houses start to have interiors. We have so many houses here, and we really should do interiors for all of them. Likely, am I going to do all those interiors? Not in the next year, probably. I may surprise myself, who knows, but at the very least, they had some interiors started for them, and so they're not completely barren like these new ones are. So, but yeah, we traveled down here. There's not really a pathway over here. There kind of is a pathway, but it's just a dead end here, so we don't really care about that. Down here, I built the pathway. Well, I think this pathway was already here, but if we go up the staircase here, through the pathway here, along the side. Yep, you'll see some houses popping up here and there. I think this one might be new. I think that one is new. This one I don't think is new. Yeah, this one's not new because I already have the interior in for that. But one of our original tunnels, you can see, did some stuff there. Go around this way. A lot of these houses you already know, they've been around for ages. I guess we can go to the other portion, which, apologies for the lag spikes as well. Those of you guys who've been on stream know the lag spikes in this world are pretty common, unfortunately. Oh, I added a beacon here too. I fought a wither, got an extra beacon, so I put one here. If we head up this way, and I should also mention, I've been streaming the whole last 6 months. I say the whole last 6 months. I've definitely missed weekends, but I've been streaming at least a lot more active over there than I have been over here. Not that you guys have to go watch it if you really don't want to, but that's just another avenue. If you are missing my content, that's just another avenue to consider if you want to. But anyways, pathway over here, we've got ourselves a tunnel, and I built myself a bit of a water elevator, water drop, water elevator, all the way up. And all these houses are brand spanking new. This used to be my spruce tree farming plateau area. Now it's full of a bunch of houses, which is pretty dang cool. So yeah, lots of work on those fronts. And that's pretty much all we've really done, is really just work on houses and work on just different details. You can see some of the pathways over here. Ooh, that was not intentional. You can see some of the pathways over here. You can see some of the houses that I built over here as well. I've been trying to connect everything up as best as I can. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. You can see some of the places here as well that I put in some hidden lighting where I couldn't put a moss carpet. I put some leaves and I just put the jack-o'-lantern down a few different blocks. It's a lighting trick I learned from, oh gosh, it might have been Janzi? I want to say it was Janzi a long time ago that I learned that lighting trick from, but I could also be wrong there. But yeah, you see some hidden lighting over there. I don't think we've done really anything over here. We may have added a couple of houses over here. Maybe. I finished the wall at some point. I don't know if I've showed you guys that or not, but I've also finished the village wall. So if we go up here, you'll see the village wall is now complete all the way around, except for maybe this portion up here. And I don't even know if I'm going to put a wall up there. We put the village wall over here as well. So this wall is now complete. It goes all the way down to the river area down there. I think I did some stuff to the river as well. You can kind of see that it's more of a custom river now, but that might have been earlier as well. Yeah, don't you just love those lag spikes? They are beautiful. Thank you, Mojang. A highly optimized game here. But yeah, that's pretty much all that my time's been taken up with. We've been building house after house after house after house, and then some hidden lighting and things like that, but mainly just building. Oh, I might have built that house as well, but mainly just building houses basically, and upping our village game. Oh, and there's one more thing. I want to go this way and show you this as well. This is the most recent thing, and I've been considering doing a tutorial of this, but we all know how tutorials go with me. I say I'm going to do it and then I don't. This was a Easter egg redemption from Swinsy on stream, but it's a little cactus. It's one of those cactus things. One of the cactus with the cacti with the arms. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. It's made out of wool and concrete powder mainly. Be one like cactus, be all like cactus. So I think that this turned out pretty well. You can tell where I use string to hold up those what are they called again? Concrete powder. I know names. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically all that we've done. Like I said, if you guys want to catch this live, Twitch is the place to be. But if you don't, that's totally cool. I'm not going to promise I'm going to give that many more updates. I've kind of gotten to a point, and maybe I can talk about this in a different video, but I have all kinds of excuses for not uploading. So I kind of got to a point where I'm like, you know what? When I upload, and when I don't, I don't. And that's just kind of where it's been. But I don't like that. It's just kind of where it's been. So hopefully we'll have more videos. Who knows? The world is full of surprises, and so am I. So we will definitely see. But folks, I think it's wrapping up. It's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. A bit of a short one, basically just a lot of updates, but we've got a lot of progress. Oh, that is the other thing. We are likely gonna not hit our goal of 3,500 days in this world. As you can tell, we're at 29, 23 right now. So we're not gonna hit the 3,500 this year. I'm really hoping we can hit that 3,000 this year. Progress has been slow going in this world, so no idea if that's going to happen, but I'm going to try really hard to get to 3,000 days this year. So anyways, folks, that's going to wrap it up here for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's episode. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it as well. Hey, leave a dislike if you really didn't like it as well. But just let me know down in the comment section below what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see in this world. As always, I love seeing suggestions, but I think somewhere in here there's a book. Yeah, we have a to-do list book. So we got lots of things to be doing here. If you have suggestions for things I could put in here, as always, leave them down in the comment section below. But anyways, folks, that's gonna wrap it up here for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.